The innovation in this context need, promotion of innovation, we need to look beyond our normal sector. In this regard, probably our sector is higher education, but by just looking in our sector, we neglect the other sector. For instance, from public sector point of view, we can learn many things from other sector, like government, local government, federal government, private, and also state government. Because by doing that, there are sometimes we can learn and relearn from their practice, especially in promoting ecosystem to promote innovation at workplace. Collaboration could be should be long-term and strategic, because if we focusing for short-term, which is probably we gain quick win, but that will not sustain the collaboration. In this regard, collaboration need to look for big picture, long-term, which we gain win-win situation in long-term, because by having that agreement to work for long-term, that will sustain the collaboration for a long time. In Malaysian context, by sharing or transfer knowledge within sector or inter-sector, we have a platform through training program, through session of sharing of knowledge. This way will promote innovation and also will collaborate among agencies involved. In Malaysia, we work closely with central agency like Mampu, which is an agency under Prime Minister Department, and also we work closely with PSD, Public Service Department, where this agency, PSD, look after the whole public sector in Malaysia with regard to remuneration. Public sector in Malaysia, as I did share with the participant in my workshop, we have state government, we have federal, we have local government, and we have higher education sector, which is public university. Yep. So altogether in Malaysia, we have about 1.4 million public sector, that including teachers. Teachers alone is about 300,000 in terms of population. So by collaborating among the sector, teacher, university, and also federal and state government, that will encourage innovation and collaboration within the public sector. So the advantage of by having the internal collaboration within the public sector is we can learn the problem or the issue from each other and try to look for possible solution by having the collaboration. By collaborate with internal agencies, for instance, from other countries, also we learn from their mistake, their success story. That's probably the advantage by promoting the collaboration. 2 sessions with participants. The first session is a small group. I think 80% is Malaysian. So I share the perspective from my international experience doing collaboration with the participant, and how then the international collaboration will help them from my perspective in terms of promoting collaboration and also develop a right ecosystem for innovation. For second session, I think 80% are the participants from UK, which I learned a lot and I enjoyed a lot by exchanging the idea and the wisdom with regard to collaboration and innovation. One thing that I can see here, we facing the same problem, the same issue. The only thing probably is the different how to tackle the issue, because we come from different culture, from different governance. So, but still we facing the same issue. The survey, the finding from the survey mentee is not as expected by Malaysian delegate, because the profile of the delegate from UK, you are specialists in the job evaluation, very focused. But from Malaysia perspective, they come from different dimension. For instance, the participant that asked the question, is they look from upper angle, from helicopter view, looking from the leadership point of view, while the participant from UK is a HR practitioner, where their job is, the daily task is dealing with job evaluation, job analysis, and so on. That's why they're different. But to me, what lacking from my experience in Malaysia, because we don't have HR expert in agencies, in university, to do job evaluation, because in Malaysia, all job evaluation be done at central agencies, not in university, because we don't have that autonomy to do that. The gig economy is something that's going to happen. It's happened in developed countries like US. From my experience, my observation, this will happen in my region, in Asian country, because for instance, opportunity to go to university, access to university, previously we go physical, we need to register and so on, attend class face to face. Now the opportunity is online. That will happen also in terms of academic mobility, because in the future, with the current economic scenario, each university don't have enough funding to get a good professor. This good professor need to be shared their expert with other university. But in doing that, we need a very flexible in terms of reward system. To me, that is challenge to HR practitioner in higher education sector to provide very effective remuneration system, and also how to attract and identify the talent around the world. Yeah, I find that ECC is very interesting organization. When I came over here in London 2014, they have a small office, but they're managing 127 competencies university in UK. But in other countries, especially developing countries, to do this work, they will first ask a huge building, huge space, and many staff involved managing this. But this I noticed that ECC not only have a small office, but the online system that you all develop, HERA, online and so on, online ECC and so on, that is fantastic. I mean, that is different from work culture, especially from my country, which I wish this will happen in my country in the future, meaning that we capitalize the ICT in managing our work processes. To do that, I think one, we cannot copy what ECC have in UK, because probably that is already a culture in UK. For example, work from home, that is not being practiced in Malaysia in many organizations. But in the future, probably ICT, the online, the work from home that being practiced in UK, ECC, will be also practiced in innovation in Malaysia.